Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Don't forget, you have until tomorrow at midnight to get all green gear 10% off. Offer code AUTUMN, AUTUMN, all caps. Brand new green gear there as well. Something you've never seen before. All green gear 10% off. Offer code AUTUMN, AUTUMN, all caps. Also, big shout out to my girl Aubrey. She's a friend of mine. She is on the cusp. Her toes are at the edge of the diving board. She is almost a Trump supporter. So please, you guys, keep your fingers crossed for Aubrey. Keep her in your prayers. She's almost there. Aubrey, you can always come home. So, was it Friday? Yesterday. Yeah, it had to be yesterday. Maybe the day before. But Kim Klacik, or they call her Kim Klacik, she's running for Congress in Baltimore. She is running to fill the seat left vacant by Elijah Cummings. And, of course, when she entered the den of the viewers, I call it the Council of Cackling Bitches, you knew she was in for it. She's a conservative, a Trump supporter, so that's strike number 1 and 2 in their eyes. And then number 3, she has the nerve to be black. I know. And I don't remember her name, because the only ones I really know are, what's her name? Joy Behar, who is not funny. Not because I don't like her and I think she's disgusting, but she is not funny. Whoopi Goldberg and then Meghan McCain. Those are the only ones I know. This other chick, she was being very rude, very nasty, which is what people do when they can't compete with you in terms of a conversation or a debate. The name calling, very unprofessional, very immature. Like Kim Klacik was trying to talk and she's like, wow, oh, Kim. I was like, what the fuck is this? Is this not like a professional television show put on mainstream television? Why would you be acting like that? But it was nice to see her go in there and hold her own against them, asking her, well, you say you're going to do this in Baltimore. Well, Elijah Cummings, he didn't do that. And, of course, she was trying to be nice and say, well, he did, he was in there for 25 years. He did this and that or whatever, but we still need to roll our sleeves up and get the work done. A very nice way and professional way of saying Elijah Cummings wasn't shit. Now I got to come in here and clean up his mess. Now, I know he's dead, but that doesn't change history. He was still a shitty congressman. Baltimore still failed under his control, under his leadership, if you want to call it that. Because if he was doing his job, she wouldn't be able to make the campaign ad, which they played in the beginning, which was nice. She wouldn't be able to make the ad where she's walking through these dilapidated fucking third world war zone looking neighborhoods in Baltimore. She wouldn't have that. There would be no Kim Klacik if Elijah Cummings did his job, if he rolled up his sleeves and got the work done. But of course, these mean, spiteful, mad bitches, these salty bitches couldn't be nice. They couldn't conduct an interview right down the middle with no bias. They are incapable. I think they're still mad about Hillary losing. I think they're holding a grudge. They are still mad that Trump is in office, and they are even more mad that he's going to get a second term, and he's bringing conservatives like this along with him. Baltimore with a conservative congresswoman? Are you crazy? That's a Democrat stronghold. If you want to see a Democrat run city, I will show you a cesspool. That's how they roll. Just like you can't really blame the people who voted for Trump. I mean, of course, yes, they voted, they got him in office, but you forced our hand. We had 8 years of Bush and then 8 years of Obama. What did you think we were going to do? We couldn't drop our pants around our ankles and take 8 more. We had to do something about it. You forced us into a corner. You made us give you Trump. Just like in Baltimore, they made them give you Kim Klacik. Because if everyone else, if these Democrats were doing their job, there would be no need for this massive change. And it's needed. Baltimore is fucked up. Period. It is terrible. And in America, we shouldn't have that. Of course, there's going to be crime. Of course, there's going to be wrongdoing. No shit. These are people we're talking about here. But a murder or more a day? Check this out. I've told this before, but those of you new students to the class, I'll tell it again. My mom is from Baltimore. And in 2003, we went out there to visit. That was the first time I had ever seen crack in real life. I'd seen it in movies and TV shows. This is the first time I saw crack in real life. I saw a dude dealing crack right in front of his son. All kinds of fucked up shit. But it also gets real cold during the winter, and it gets real hot and humid in the summer. So my mom, I don't know how old she was. I think she was in high school. She told me the story of her being at the bus stop waiting for the school bus. And it was so cold, she started to cry. And as she cried, the tear froze on her face before it fell off. That's how cold it gets. And you have classrooms under St. Cummings, because after somebody dies, all of a sudden, you can't bring up their failures. So, under Elijah Cummings' rule, they had classrooms in some of these schools where there was no heat during the winter. So how are you supposed to focus on the lesson at hand when it's freezing in the room? When you can see your breath, when you walk in the classroom and you can't, you walk into a warm room, you take your jacket, your scarf, your hat off, you sit down and prepare to learn. But it's so fucking cold that the kids can't even take off their garments to focus. And you get to the end of the school year, the spring, the summer. It's hot and humid as fuck in Baltimore. No AC. I heard, was it Candace Owens saying that across 5 schools in the city of Baltimore, 5 schools, they couldn't find one black student who could read at grade level. Now I'm going to go ahead and call that a fucking failure. Is it all the congressmen's and the mayor and the city councilman's fault? No. It's the parents' fault, but it's society as a whole. They're creating an environment where this is okay. They're not. It's so cold in there that the kids got to wear their clothes, their jackets, and their scarves and hats in class. What the fuck? That is terrible and that is disgusting. That is a form of abuse. Those kids should come there in an environment where they can learn, not where they're freezing or getting fucking heat stroke at their desk. So, Bidenis Pervertis, you thought all he could do was say dumb racist shit. No. Biden just proved to us that he can say regular stupid shit too. So the grandpa who's lost in the mall, what's that? Here, give me some hard candy and a good Louis L'Amour novel. That guy. He had his little stupid ass town hall and he got there and said with a straight face that if Trump had done his job, all these people would still be alive. And the people he's referring to are the almost 200,000, or are we at 200,000? But basically all the people who died from COVID-19, aka the sweet and sour sniffles. Joe Biden's handlers should be ashamed of themselves. When he said that, 2 guys in all white uniforms should have came out on stage. Come with us, Mr. Biden. It's time to go back. We got to get back to the nursing home. What? Thunderdome? I don't want to go to a Thunderdome. No, nursing home. Are you kidding me? How? I'm under the impression that this was President Trump. I didn't know that he was Dr. Trump, and I didn't know that he was King Trump. I didn't know that he could just snap his fingers and make things so across the country. I didn't know that he was a doctor. I've never seen a stethoscope or a white coat on him. Maybe I missed it. How in the fuck is it his fault that all the people died? He took steps to stop it. Remember, in January, no more airplanes from China. Nothing from China. That's what he said in January. In February and March, you had those calling him a xenophobe because of said travel restrictions that I just mentioned. They're calling him a racist and you're a xenophobe and come on down to China. Remember Nancy Pelosi using her real voice, her demon voice? Come down to Chinatown. It's safe. Come and spend your money in Chinatown. Didn't she tell us that? Which one is it, dummy? There's no fucking way the most staunch never-Trumper would not blame all of the deaths on Trump. That is stupid. And that's the kind of shit that's going to give you a fucking L, Joe. He's all, if you don't believe me, read the data. Read the data. Are you kidding me? That's who you're going to have in the debate? That's who you're throwing into the fucking lion's den? He said that Trump killed all of those people. Had he done his job, they wouldn't have died. They'd still be alive. What job? What was he supposed to do? Because you notice, in the states that didn't shut the fuck down, they're fine. And the ones that did, keeping people at home where the virus spreads the fastest, they got cases through the fucking roof. What was Trump supposed to do? Come down to every single city and talk to every single mayor and make sure that they do what they're told? This is some of the dumbest shit that he said yet, and it's not even debate day yet. It's not even election day yet. What else is this moron gonna say? Look at the data. You could see that he didn't believe his own fucking words. He just seems like a hapless old man. And not that there's anything wrong with being an old man, but you know my point. You know the thing. Shit. Man, if that old bastard gets in office, we are in trouble. Trouble. Man, let me get my ass home with my beautiful wife and kids. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit liberal cries. Get your Jericho Green notification tone, link in the description box. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.